All right. What we're talking about today is this. We're talking about solving linear systems again. Once again, you're going to come up with an ordered pair, okay, but there's not any graphing involved here, okay, for this particular lesson. What we're going to do is this. You're going to have two equations that have two variables in each one. For example, y is equal to x minus 4 and 4x plus y equal 26. So we have those two equations. We have those two lines. Okay, yesterday we took those two lines, we put them in slope-intercept form, we graphed them, and then we found the point of intersection. Okay, today, step number 1 is to solve one of the equations for either x or y. Okay, that's the first step. Well, as we look at those two equations, is one of them already solved for x or y? Yes, the first one. The first one's already solved for y. Y equal x minus 4. Okay, so what I can do then is this. Step 2, so we already have y equal x minus 4. So step 2 is plug in to the other equation the value that you solved for. Okay, so in 4x plus y equals 6, what is it, y? Yeah. Y equal 26. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to plug in this value for the y. So we said that y is equal to x minus 4. So our equation then looks like this. Okay, so I plugged in this for the y. I plugged in that value for that y. And this is right here. Okay. Now, I solved this by just simply doing normal stuff. This and this are like terms. So that gives me 5x minus 4 equal 26. Okay, that's plus a negative. So I take the negative over here, becomes a positive. That becomes 30. So I have 5x is equal to 30. Divide by 5, divide by 5. That means x is equal to what? 6. Okay, now that's one of the coordinates. So I take this value and plug it into y equal x minus 4. That was right, yeah. So I take that x, and so now I have y is equal to 6 minus 4. 6 minus 4 means y is equal to 2. So x is equal to 6, y is equal to 2, so my ordered pair is 6, 2. Now, to make sure that we've done everything right, we plug in our two values. 4 times 6 plus 2 equal 26, and 2 is equal to 6 minus 4. Remember, this is your x value. This is your y value. Do what? So this is 24 plus 2 equal 26. That's 26 is equal to 26. So that checks. This is 6 minus 4, which is 2. 2 is equal to 2. So that one checks. So 6-2 is your answer. Okay. So let's look at one where it isn't already solved for you. Larry? Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's look at this one. This is number 20. 2a is equal to 8, and a plus b is equal to 2. Okay? So the first step is to solve one of the equations. It doesn't matter. I can solve the first equation or I can solve the second equation. It doesn't matter. You will still get the same answer. Okay? Now, the easiest one to solve would be just to divide this by 2. And that gives me a is equal to 4. Okay? Now, remember, a is like x. Okay? B would be like the y. So if we had a equal 4, that means we have x equal 4, so that's just a vertical line. Okay? So now we're trying to find out where this other line is going to intersect that vertical line. And all I do is I take this value and plug it in to that a. So that gives me 4 plus b equal 2. Okay? Now, we take the 4 over here, it's positive here, becomes a negative there. So that's negative 4. Which that means b is equal to negative 2. Because 2 plus negative 4 is negative 2. So there's your b. Okay? Do what? Well, ordered pair. So which comes first? A comes first, just like X comes before Y, because it's an ordered pair. We put them in alphabetical order. Okay? Now, B is equal to negative 2. Do I have a B over here? No. So I have to plug it into right there. So now I get A plus negative 2 equals 2. I take that, move it over there. It's negative here, so it becomes a positive there. So that gives me A is equal to 4. So my pair then is 4 and negative 2. Because you have that and you have that. Okay? So if I plug this back in to check them, that would be 2a is equal to 8. And then I had a plus b is equal to 2, correct? Okay? So if I plug in the 4 here, that's 2 times 4 equals 8. 8 is equal to 8, so that checks. If I plug in the negative 2 here and the 4 there, that would be 4 plus negative 2 equal 2. 2 is equal to 2, so that one checks. So that is your 4, negative 2 is your answer. Okay, so let's look at number 25. Okay, 12x minus 5y equal negative 21, and x minus y equals 0. All right, so which one looks the easiest to solve for? Come on in, ladies. Which is easier to solve for, x minus y equals 0 or 12x minus 5y equal negative 21? X minus y equals 0. So, understand this. I don't have to put them in slope-intercept form. I am solving for a variable. Okay, well, the easiest variable to solve for is this. Take it over to the other side. It was negative here, so it becomes a positive there. So that gives me x is equal to y. Okay, so I plug in this into there. So that gives me 12y minus 5y equals negative 21. Because this says x is equal to y. So I plugged in my value for x right there, and that's y. So what is 12y minus 5y? 7y equal negative 21. And so y is equal to what? Negative 3. So now I'm going to plug in this value back into my revamped equation right there. Because I said y is equal to negative 3, so I'm going to plug in negative 3. I said y is equal to negative 3, so I go in and plug back in my revised equation. Here's my revised one. Okay, the revised equation is the one that I solved. Okay, and so that means negative 3 goes in wherever there's a y. Okay, and so that means x is equal to what? Negative 3. So your solution then is negative 3, negative 3. Okay? No, I want you to do 26 on your own. Yes, you can do them on the board. 26 says m plus 2n equal 1, and 5m plus 3n equal negative 23. Okay, so the answer to 26 was negative 7 and 4. Okay? Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to do so this is 7.2. I want you to do 17 through 25. Okay? I want you to try to do those problems. Now, here's what we are going to do. I'm going to take them as a completion grade, and then we'll add them to the next half. Okay? So on Monday, we'll continue this same lesson. Okay? Because this is a very important lesson, substitution principle we do a whole lot of in algebra. So we will do those, and then we'll also look at, on Tuesday, we'll do the combinations, okay? Because those are the two most important probably principles in this chapter is the substitution method and the combination method, okay? So try those. I'm only going to take them as a completion grade, and then we'll continue on the lesson. Everybody may go except Mr. Shelton.